everyone. Hello those of you that are watching this back, and hello to everybody in the chat. So if you are watching this back, I do say hello to everyone that comes on in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you bear with me, I have to use my microphone over here. Hello Mom and Lozzie, Andrea, we've got Megan, Shannon, who else? We've got Jane. Is it Vania? Crystal. Can you hear me okay? Is your screens okay? Is your sound okay? We've got a really exciting stream today. I'm really excited. So excited. So also, just to give you a heads up, I do have a 30-second delay. So you are getting things 30 seconds after I actually say it. Hiya, Mandy and Christina, Deb and Kirsty and Sparkle and everyone. Welcome. Okay, so I've got quite a few things that I'm actually going to do with you today. You're also wondering what on earth the colouring checklist challenge is. All will be revealed, and I've got some mail that I got as happy mail. There are a couple of books behind, and I've also got some goodies that I bought these at the UK Pen Show on Sunday just gone. So we got a few things that I want to show you from there, and just give you a heads up what is about, and also tell you how to use them if you are a colorist, because they are aimed towards people who do calligraphy and stuff, but you can use them in both forms. Hi Katrina and Tammy and Sue and Pauline, everybody coming on in, welcome. So yes, as I said, I have a community project to reveal today. It came to me last night. I've been working hard on the graphics, on the list, on the reveal, and I've put it all into OBS for you. So I'll put it on the screen. So you're wondering what this is. This will be called the Colouring Checklist Challenge. It will be from April 2020 to April 2021. So it's quite a lot in this. You don't have to do the whole thing. It's just a community project for everybody. So I'll go ahead and I'll tell you all about this now. For anyone that does come in a little bit later, they're welcome to have the link and they can watch this back at the beginning. So this will be a fun project. I'll reveal this first before I go into Happy Mail, what I've bought and everything else. Hello everyone coming on in. Hello Kelly and Leela and Cassandra. What's the time there, Cassandra? That's okay, Vicky. Go spend time, honey. You join later. I've already given Vicky the details anyway. So what the colouring challenge is, I have the link, and I think Shannon might have the link as well to the file. Hold on. It is available completely free. We'll go through it to everybody, and it's a year-long challenge that I've concocted up and we can have fun with. Hold on. Hello Leah. Oh my gosh, so early for you, hun. Okay, hi Nelly and everyone coming on in. Gary, everyone, if I miss anyone, it is absolutely nothing personal. I've just not looking at the screen. So there is the link. That will lead you to your folder, which is available for you to download and is also available for you to print off. We're going to do this all together. It is a year long. I'm releasing this early if you wanted to get a head start and you're a slow colorist like myself. So you can do some, you can do all, you can do a few, you can do however much you want. I'm going to give you 2 to 3 minutes to go and have a look, but I will go through it in the screen because I know some people have to leave the stream to go and check it out. Hiya Patty, that's okay. Hi Leslie, hi everyone, Carolyn, everyone. So I concocted this up last night and I thought, what would be a fun challenge it can just be at your leisure. It can be something just purely for the subscribers, nothing to do with channels, nothing to do with streams, nothing to do with everyone else. It's just purely a subscriber thing, also for the community. So I will go through it with you, and I've got it on your screen now, and I'll read it out as well. So what this is the colouring checklist challenge. Starts this spring, April 2020 to April 2021. So it says, introducing the checklist you definitely want to be a part of, the most essential tool you'll want this April. It's definitely a fun challenge. Check them off as you go along. So just literally tick them off. Maybe you'll want to make a scrapbook, a visual diary of each point, and make it even more fun. Maybe you'll want to make a folder up and include your list and your finishes if they are PDF or removable. You can also take pictures of them. It's your personal challenge. No two will be the same, and that's the best part. So digital, PDFs and books are all valid. You can do this however you want. So however, it really doesn't matter. Then we go into the list. So first up, we have the list, page 1. So we've got things like the following. So this is page 1. Colour a page and add an embellishment. Stick in washi tape, stickers or gems. That's just examples. Colour a page with no shading, just straight colouring. Colour a colour by number page. Colour a page and include a stencil in your page on the image or in the background. Colour a page on toned paper. Colour a page with a mermaid. Colour a page using only pastels. So you can do pan pastels, pencils, chalk, oil, whatever pastel form you've got. Black and white pencils are allowed for highlights and lowlights. Colour a page with homes. This can be inside the home like the decor, like the Teresa Goodridge ones, or buildings. Colour a double page spread. Colour a page following a tutorial, either using a tutorial book or like an online tutorial. Colour a page with a buddy, so an online buddy or at home. Colour a page with your partner or your family, whether they've picked for you. So just give them a book and say pick a page. Colour a picture based on a book, TV or film, so i.e. Wizard of Oz, Harry Potter, Jane Austen, Alice in Wonderland, Supernatural, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, those kinds of things. Colour a page picked blindfolded. What I mean by this is flick the pages blind so you can shut your eyes for it, of your chosen book. You must colour the one you stopped on whilst your eyes were covered. Whatever that one you stopped on is, that's the one. So no cheating. Don't go changing it. Colour a postcard or a pocket-sized page. So you know your small books, anything like that. Then we go to page 2. This is colour a page by a female artist. You can double these up, triple these up, quadruple these up, and I'll show you how right at the end. Colour a page by a book by a male artist. Colour a fear. This can be a book or a picture that scares you, or a certain book that might intimidate you. Or it might be something scary in an image. So you're colouring, say you're scared of spiders, you could do that. Or say, like with me, Thomas Lavtomic books scare the life out of me, that kind of thing. Colour something that makes you immensely happy, like brings you so much joy. Colour a page with food. It has to be the main page feature with more than or at least half of the page being food related. Colour a wild animal. Colour a page with only 5 colours. White and black are always allowed for highlights and lowlights. Colour these elements. So you have to colour all. You can double them up or whatever. Earth, water, fire and space. Colour a mythical creature. Colour a patterned page, i.e. a mandala, zen, mosaic, wallpaper pages, and I've put in brackets, you know those unwanted wallpaper pages that never get coloured? They're perfect for this. Colour something that reminds you of your childhood. Colour a page from one of the first 5 colouring books that got you into the hobby. So think back What was the first lot? We have a whole year. Zeely, trust me, you'll realise that a lot of them can overlap. So it's not as scary as you think. Colour a culture. This is the next and last page. So it's not as scary as you think, I promise you that. A lot of these can be overlapped. I'll come into the chat in a moment. So next one, colour a new to you artist. Now this is at the time of picking out so you pick this point and what is a new to you artist at this moment in time. So that's when you do it. Colour a page from your favourite book. Colour a page from an abandoned book. Colour a household pet. Colour an unusual skin tone. Colour a page upside down. And colour a page using only one colour. So that would be good. Colour a page with bugs. Colour a page by an artist beginning with the letter, and I've picked M as a random one. Colour a page that you divide down the middle into two. Colour both sides differently, being one in grayscale and the other being in colour. So just put a ruler, divide it in two. One side's grayscale, the other side's colour. Colour a title of this belongs to page. Colour a page with text on, i.e. Inky Ivy and the Butterfly or the Ink House, or a double page in Momo with the poems or lyrics included. Colour a page with water media only, so literally no pencils, just watercolour media. Colour a page from the last book you purchased, and I've put in brackets, the newest in your collection at the time of doing this particular point on your checklist. Colour a heavily grayscale page. Colour a colouring book or magazine cover, i.e. one of the covers of the Colouring Heaven magazine. Colour a bokeh background. Colour a page of blooms and flowers. Colour fashion or clothing. That can be in a portrait, so you can tick off a few at the same time. Colour a page representing a season, so summer, spring, autumn, winter. Colour a page from one of your largest sized books, i.e. Disney, Vitro, poster books, Serene, so larger than the A4 letter sized, etc. as a few ideas that you might have in your collection. Colour a set of wings, butterflies, bugs or fairies, they're just some examples. And then I've done an optional one at the bottom. For those of us who have whips, so it's optional as not everybody has whips, colour a page that you have as a whip. So you can line this point off if one does not apply to you. So the last page is just some examples and information. It's really easy. You can double up pages. Example, tick off more than one if you include more than one challenge in your page, i.e. you've coloured a page with a wild animal in a book by a male artist and added an embellishment. You have automatically covered and ticked off 3 points on your yearly challenge. Or, another example, you've buddied up with a page with an artist beginning with the letter M, which happens to have the element of water on. You've chosen 5 colours as your palette, and then straight away you've ticked off 4 to 5 on your checklist in one go. So it's not as hard as you think. Or you can choose to do only one challenge per page. Now Shannon's going to do that and she's mad because there's so many points to do. So it's kind of like a colouring scavenger hunt. It's a bit like that. So we're challenging ourselves with and then hashtag colouring checklist challenge. Are you up for the challenge? Use the hashtag on Instagram. List the points you covered in your posted pictures. Have fun. So really don't be intimidated. I'll go through it a little bit more in layman's terms. So this challenge is a year long. It runs from, I'll put it there, it runs from April 2020 to April 2021. And you do not have to do single challenges literally on every page. You can run them into 5 points in one page and ticked off. You've got an entire year. You don't even have to do the whole challenge. You can just use this prompt list as a bit of fun. So just have fun with it. Shannon and Christina will tell you, I was in bed last night talking to them very briefly. And I literally, didn't I, ladies? I come up with this. I was sitting in bed and my brain does some crazy imagination half the time. And I just thought, what a fun challenge. So just bear with me. I just got to have a mouthful of drink after listing all that. Okay. I will, Mum. So you've got the whole document there. You can print it off. It's printable. I've made all the logos, the list for you, everything. So it's just a fun challenge. And I thought, we've all had the winter blues so badly, really badly. So why not go into April, which is my birthday month as well. And I don't want to be all like blue anymore. I want to be happy and, great. So I thought, let's do something together as a community. So I thought, why not? This isn't anything to do with channels. It's nothing to do with streams. Mono, all in my head. I came up with it last night. Hiya, hi Sam, hi everyone. So print them off, join us. You can get a head start now. I'm introducing it now. But I won't officially be posting anything about it until April. You don't have to do the entire thing. It's just fun. It is your personal list. You can work this list however you want. And the good thing is no two people's prompts and their finished pages will be the same. So I just thought it would be an amazing thing to do, to kind of think, okay, I'm going to do a double page spread. I'm going to do it. It's got a mermaid in it. I'll add an embellishment, and it happens to be a page by a male artist. I've ticked off 5. It's so crazy. Oh, I've got another thing up my sleeve, but that's coming this summer. And I'll just give you the title. It's going to be called, it's mine, but it will be called the Quarterly Colouring Club. Hiya, Nana. So we're going to be doing the Quarterly Colouring Club, and that will be so much fun. I'm doing all the graphics for that and stuff soon, but I want to get this in first. So we're going to have a couple of months with the colouring checklist challenge. I just thought it'd be fun. So hands up if you're going to try your hardest to join and just be having fun. Yes, you can tick off more than one. You could tick off so many in one go. Like, that's how I'm going to work it. I'm going to work like one page is going to tick off about 4. So yeah, it's going to be so much fun. You've got a whole year. So I'm going to take this off the screen. Yeah, it does. Hiya, Faith. I'm so happy. Hiya, Bridget. Anyone that's going to have a go for it. You don't have to do the whole thing. Remember, it's your challenge. It's totally up to you how you want to work it. So if you're coming in late, then just watch this back. If you want to go through the information, it's all in your download. You've got a whole year. Now, the only thing I would say is get a head start if you want to. Faith, I'm sorry. So, you can do it however you want. You don't have to do it all. But remember, when you list them, so you put your picture up, you hashtag it so I can see it. You don't have to tag me. That's optional. But when you come to post your picture, make sure you put the points that you've ticked off. So say, this is a double page spread by Kirby. I've ticked off these following things, and then you list them in your listing that you've done. I just think it's going to be fun. It's a community project. What's better? And then, as I said, in the summer, we have the Quarterly Colouring Club come in. That's going to be so much fun. I can't wait for that. So there's no pressure on this. This is totally up to you. It's completely at your leisure. So remember, just to be clear, you don't have to do them all. You could do an aim for the whole thing. It'll be great. So if you've got your colouring friends and you want them to join you, give them the link, save the link on your computers, and then if you want to spread the word, by all means do it. You can share that link. It's a shareable link. It's fine. So as I said, it is the quarterly. I've got the quarterly colouring club coming up. This is the colouring checklist challenge. So as I said, it starts this spring in April 2020. Oh yeah, in Italy you've got it bad, Laura. I'm sorry. It's scary times at the moment, hun. So this will get you something to get stuck into. So yeah, as I said, you've got the colouring checklist challenge. It starts April 2020 to April 2021. There is no pressure, just have fun with it. You can work this as any way you want. You can do it digital, you can do it good old fashioned colouring like pen and paper, you can do any way that you want. You can collage your pictures, you can do full pictures, you can scale them down and do smaller ones. There is no restrictions on this. Just make sure that you tick off your points, that's all. Okay, so that is that one. Okay, and next up, I'm going to go through some Happy Mail and then I'll do some colouring. Oh, also, if you wanted to... Oops, let me put that out the way. And put that down here. Okay, so I'm going to go through the inks and show you what they're like in a minute, but we're going to go through 3 books first, which was sent by Desiree, bless her heart. And then I've got to take you through these nice inks and the sellers. Hi, Victoria. Yep, share the link away. You know, for those of you that are saving it and you've got colouring buddies in the community that don't know about it or don't, you know, not everyone comes to my streams. So it's good to share. Okay. These were Happy Mailed by Ray. And these are, one is one of those dots, lines and spirals, which I seem to be so happy with at the moment. This will go nice for our interior checklist. This is Nice Little Town Interiors. And then I've got the In Love by Rachel Mintz. I'm going to go through this one first because it's super cute. And there's another one of these that she's got out as well. So let's go through one at a time because otherwise it gets confusing. Let's bring this down a little bit. Okay, is your screen's good? Just making sure I don't want to have my mic too far from you because it seems to not like that. It seems to go out of earshot and I sound like I'm a million miles away. Let me just make sure that your screens are bright enough. Let's brighten you up a little bit. There we go. Nice and bright. Okay. Ah, I enjoy doing live streams, Laura. I really do. Like I'm very much a social butterfly, so these kinds of things are just perfect for me. Okay, so this is called In Love. It's a romantic grayscale colouring book, and the artist is Rachel Mintz, Mintz, and it's super cute. Super cute. It reminds me a little bit, I always put Who Buys stuck in there. It reminds me so much of, you know, like the Benny Blues in that sense. They're so cute. I'm going to do one of these very shortly. So they're quite small, which is perfect because on the days at the minute I'm not seeming like I really want huge pages. These are really lovely. They're all super cutie animals, and look, just look, it's just too much. And it reminds me a little bit of Benny Blue by Christine Karen in that sense. It's like that grayscale small cutie pie animal that we just are just adorable. We're sitting here like cooing over. I just have to bring that up a little bit and down. There we go. So yeah, it's adorable. And thank you, Leslie. because I was saying so much at the time, thank you so much for your compliment on my imagination. I have got a wild one. It's adorable and it's very spring-like as well. So spring's coming up. And it's budget friendly, so it's not really expensive. And it's available on Amazon. I will put all the links, and they will be Amazon affiliate links, just to let you know. There's no extra cost to anybody if you are in the UK and order from the UK. I will put the links in the description after the stream. I will hunt them down. But if you are on Amazon US, just type in the title and the artist, and I'm sure that you will find them. So it's super cute, right? I mean, this nose is just adorable. I mean, I saw it and I was like, oh, look. You can even get Copics on these and it won't take long, or do a little marker base on them and a tiny bit of shading. And a good thing is, where they're grayscale, you don't have to put a ton of shading on them at all. Hold on. Let's move my tea. It is so cute. And you know, also, if you make cards, these types of things are really nice to, if you want to take an element out of it and stick them on a card. Look how cute that is. So cute, right? I love it. I love it. It is, yeah, because it's grayscale. It's already got shading. I know. They would make cute ones. And then she just puts, thank you for colouring with us. Please review the books. And then she's got some other books, which I'll bring, I'll bring up for you. So the other available ones, I've never actually heard of her before. Mushroom Houses, so fantasy fairy tale homes. And then there is Captivating Eyes, beautiful women portraits. Is there another page of books? Let me have a look. Yep. And then there's Adorable Drafts and My Coffee Break colouring book. So she does have other books, and look for Rachel on, I think she's on all Amazon, I believe. I don't know. So there's quite a range of books actually. So search Amazon for Rachel Mintz and find a book to colour or as a gift for someone you care about. So there's a lot there. Okay, then we have, I am just all about knocking things today. Seriously, it's all that preparation. Hi, Addie. Yeah, and there's anyone coming in, if you want to join the community project, I did announce it at the beginning, and the first 20 minutes is all about it. But if you wanted to join in, and it's self-explanatory really, then you are welcome to, and that is the link. So you can join in, and you've got a whole year. But if you want to go back to the beginning and listen to me explain my head off about it, then you are welcome to. Okay, next up is Nice Little Town Interiors. This one I'm planning on doing on our checklist, because one of the points on the checklist is to colour buildings or interior. I've got to find it now, but it's one of them anyway. So one of them is colour an interior, or there we are. So it's colour an interior. So colour a page with homes. You could do the interior, so inside decor or the actual buildings. So this will come really nice towards that. Everyone's familiar now with the Nice Little Towns. They are so popular, and they are just adorable. So this is nothing to do with the outside houses. This is nothing to do with those little mice. This is all to do with their interiors and their houses. And I think this is pretty much going to represent more of our homes rather than their homes. Hi Sabrina, how are you? How's married life? So it is really cute. And look, oh my gosh, look through the window. Look at the gnomes. That's the window seat is adorable, and they're sitting colouring. So it's kind of like something that I would lean towards more so. The kitchen, you've got the window seat. You should have books all down there, shouldn't you? The fireplace, I've got some pumpkins and stuff there. Just a cosy seat. Again, a window seat that's a little bit more busy. A hammock in like a conservatory. Again, another little view from a chair. I think most people are sort of, if you sat down in a chair, you'd want to sit in an ideal place. And then, oh, this one's nice. I like this one a lot. Okay, this one's probably more that I'm going to tab this one. So this one is a little bit more like, oh, it's just perfect. I think they're up in the attic by the looks of it, because it's the top of the trees. And it's usually, they've got circular windows, don't they? Yeah, this one's lovely. I mean, I love them all. They do, again, that's also a fear. They intimidate me. So that's a good one. Hi, Donna. Who, me, Christina? Hi, Claire. This book is Nice Little Town Interiors. Oh, look, they're sitting there as well. Okay, then we got a photo wall. And then we have, I think this is another sort of, no, this is more of like a greenhouse. They've got a lot of plants. This one is a bakery by the looks of it. You're going to get all your cakes and breads. Hi, Pat. This one's a bathroom. This one is another, I think this is just leading one room to another. So just another cozy spot. This one's amazing as well. I like the window seats, because if I had my own way, I'd have a window seat. And then I like what's on the shelves. Elizabeth, the challenge, honey, will be, it will be exactly as, oops, can you see that? It's the colouring checklist challenge. So it starts April 2020 to April 2021. Oh, it's got to refocus now. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I've got to refocus that. There we go. Okay, we got another little cozy fireplace with a small little chair. Me too, Lozzie. They're so comfy. And then we've got what looks like a tree house interior, because you've got the tree, or maybe they've just designed it that way. I'm not sure. Yes, so if you missed, lovelies, at the very beginning, I announced and did a 20-minute section on our colouring checklist challenge. We've got a thing with CCC. We did the colouring combination catalogue, which we're still going to keep going with. That's ongoing. Now we've got the colouring checklist challenge. The quarterly colouring club coming up is 2Cs. I can't get it in as another one because it will be quarterly. But that is going to be super fun. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I can't wait to announce that this summer. Because we're going to have, like, I'll just give you spoilers. We're going to have, like, little awards ceremonies, but it will be random pickings. And I'm going to do, like, the paper awards and then, you know, there will be a winner prize and there'll be themes and it's going to be so cool. And yes, I've come up with everything in the last 2 days. Tammy, don't scare people off. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Trust me. Oh, and then you got little elements. So these are the chairs, sofas. You can double up, guys. You can double up. Don't worry. It's not as intimidating as you think. And that is the end. So it's super cute. The very end has just got some elements. So if you wanted to do some combinations, you could do on these chairs and then apply them into the bigger images. So that is nice little town interiors. And then look away if you don't like this kind of thing, because they are really harsh on the eyes. These are the Stranger Things dots, lines and spirals. I have the Supernatural one, as you know, and this is the Stranger Things one. These are the images that are included inside. So you get a good catalogue of images over the seasons. All the main characters, as you can see, different scenes, and you got quite a few of them. So you might have you've got loads and loads of like Dustin and Eleven and Hopper and Steve and Will. You've got a few of them, but how they've done it again is like spiral pages, lines pages, and dots. Let me get to the dot page, like these, and they will have an image once you start them. So I've done one already. I did Hopper, and that's what they turn out like. You do just start. They don't hurt your eyes when you do them, weirdly, because you're only looking and focusing on one little area at a time, and I'll show you how. So if you come close, that doesn't hurt your eyes, right? So you're literally just seeing that as you go, and you're not seeing the overall picture. You're just seeing one bit at a time, and you start from the outside and you get a fine liner and you literally just follow, just keep following, and you end up with a finished picture. As I said, I won't hurt your eyes too badly, but you end up with an entire picture. So start on the outside, work your way in. It's an easy way to do them. If you're not someone that likes these, absolutely fine, but if you do and you like to try different things, then it's a good way also to use up your fine liners and gel pens. So that was another one that I had. On to some inks and a glass pen that I bought at the London UK Pen Show. Now, I grabbed these because inks, yes, typically are used for calligraphy, writing, etc. But you can watercolor with inks. They are highly pigmented. They're absolutely amazing. And they're also something that's quite versatile because you can keep blobbing them in and drying them off. So if you see inks and you like the colours of them, don't be intimidated to think that you can just use them with, you know, writing and calligraphy, because that's not the case. They come in different bottles. Now, these are a firm favourite now. These are called Van Diemen. They are made in, I believe, Australia. So Aussies, you are in for a treat. I got them off of this lady who is in the Netherlands. She is called Scriptura Elegant, and she's also, if you look her up on Instagram, she stocks in the Netherlands the Van Diemen's ink. She's like a sort of seller for them. Now, these are incredible. So they come in bottles, like, look how shiny they are. They're just amazing. But you got to shake them up. So they come in bottles like this. And this one is a nice big fat bottle for a small one against the Krishna inks, which I'll show you in a minute. One is called Azure Kingfisher and one is called Enchanted Woods. One is green, one is blue, but they both have a high shine. So on this one, this is the Azure Kingfisher, and look at the shine. They're crazy shine. And I watercolored it right down, and I even did a test on another piece of paper with hardly any pigment on my brush, and it was just a crazy payoff. You can also use quite a lot of water, so in your watercolor wells, put a little bit on, and just, you only need the tiniest bit of ink. On the back, I've just put what it was. So this is the Van Diemen's Wilderness series, and this is Azure Kingfisher. So really, really nice. As I said, I'm sure these are stocked in Australia. You have to definitely look it up though. They are made in, I think China originally, but I think an Australian company took them over. I'm not quite sure. You have to double check that on what I'm saying. So that is Azure Kingfisher, and then the Woods one is a really deep green. Now I didn't water this down, so it is, as you can see, it's a really deep green. When this is watered down, this is the perfect green to apply to a backing of woods. So if you're doing anything like woodland, or you're doing anything forest, or anything that you wanted to put some green in, the green and the blue work really well together. So it's also got a high shine and a high shimmer. This shine is clear. The shine on the Wilderness series is gold. So they're two different shimmers. Gold shimmer on the Wilderness series. In the Midnight series, a clear shimmer. So they've applied two different sparkles into them. So again, that is the Van Diemen Midnight series, Enchanted Woods, whereas this one is the Wilderness series. So they're different types. Hi Lisa. So they're completely different types. If you wanted to get them, as I said, you can use them and watercolor them down as well. Next up, I got another two inks. These were, one is called Casual, one is called Christmas Eve. I did an ink splatter because I was trying to be like, you know, professional. Haha. So I just did a highly watered down stripe. You can see the payoff of the ink on that. This is no water, well, damp brush, barely any. And this is watering it down as we go along. And this one is called Christmas Eve. There's also a tiny shine to it when you've got a little, you can see, but it's only shine, it's not shimmer. That coincides and would be really nice as a double up with Christmas stuff, which is why I bought it, because I wanted to get ahead in June and do my Christmas bits. This one is Casual. Now, when you do this, if you look at the colour on the lid, it's really light. That means it's watered down to the highest proportion. If you don't water it down, this is how blue it is. It's a really, really dark blue. It shows you that you can get about 10 tones of blue out of one bottle. So you can go from dark to keep toning it. So if you get a long piece of paper or card, i.e. this, let me show you. I'm just giving you examples. So if you got a long piece of paper like this, you could start off at the top and keep watering until it waters no more. So until it runs clear. And I guarantee you, on that piece of paper, you would have got a whole range of blues going down all the way in terms of tone. Not in terms of colour, in terms of tone. These aren't watercolour inks, but they do activate like them. Now, these can be a watercolour ink, but they're an ink. They're like a calligraphy ink, but they all activate with water too. So you can use them straight out of the bottle, or you can also use them with water. They've got a dual sort of purpose, if that makes sense. So they're not sold or not promoted as a watercolor ink. They're promoted as a calligraphy ink, but as the lady said to me, you can also put with water and you can activate them, and that's pretty much what applies to most calligraphy inks. So they're not branded as a watercolor ink, but they are sold and told told and told that you could use them. So, oops, sorry, I just knocked the camera. So this one is casual, and as I said, I watered it down slightly, and see there's two different tones. It's the same ink. So with water, they're perfect. Now these come in a lot smaller bottles, and they look like this. Whereas the Van Diemen are a lot bigger, a lot fatter, as you can tell, and taller. So this one was like £9, and this one, or £7 to £9 they were, and this one was £5 in the UK. Yeah, they can be put, as long as your fountain pen, you got, again, with fountain pens, they have to say that they're compatible with loose inks, because some fountain pens aren't, and people put them in and ruin them. You got to make sure that your fountain pen is compatible with calligraphy inks. If they are, then yes, you can do that. So they've got so many purposes, hence why I bought them. If they were just for calligraphy, I would have bought one, because I am trying to learn. And with that, I bought myself for £3 this fancy schmancy glass pen as well. I've got another glass pen, but this one it was only £3, and it's got this high glitter middle, but also you can use like white, and you know, like if you want white outlines and stuff. So I've just got a cover on it for now. You can go round with like a white gouache, if that's okay with you, and kind of outline wings and white out stuff with this, because it's got a very fine edge. So yeah, it's completely up to you how you want to use things. It's not easy. Thank you, Gary. I actually asked the lady who sold the inks to me, and also another lady, how long it took, and they said good couple of years, like, to get to a good standard. So Gary, don't worry, don't give up, I'm not. Okay, so that's those inks, and as I said, they're the colours. So they're the Van Diemen inks, and these are the Krishna inks. And then I got a handmade, and it was by Calligraphy Arts, hence the CA. It's just a brush holder, and it was made specially for that event. So you can have your brush, your pen, anything on there to stop it rolling. And I thought that was really cute. And I love the fact that you're just supporting local businesses. So I grabbed that as well. Okay, and I think that's the show part. And then we'll colour. So anyone that wants me to just quickly put on the screen. Oh, and these are just, this is nothing. I just wanted to show you the high sheen. This was just a tester page of the inks. It really was. I just was splodging down just to see how concentrated they can go. That one is the casual. See how light that can go. Hold on. That goes really light. So I was just splodging down inks, and then I ended up with all of that shine. It's crazy. So I just wanted to show you like how shiny they do go. You could do, because you can wash it. You can use anything on there, Sue. You can wash it. Just be very careful with it, because it's made of glass. So, hiya Vicky. So that is the inks. And then I also just got, there was this lady there, a Japanese lady, who was doing names in Japanese for £1. So I asked her, I said, you know, she was sitting there, she was on her own. She had no custom at that point, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love these. I'm just going to turn it that way so I can get it in the screen. But that is my name in Japanese, Sammy. I asked her to do it Sammy. And that is what it looks like in Japanese. And she put this cute little embellishment that she made. It's like a folded, can you see that? A folded paper embellishment. And then these are just two little, because it's the year of the rat. So she put them in that stamp. It's got this little sheen there. But it's like rice paper. So she was on her own, and I was like, I like it. So I got it. And it was only £1, you know. So I thought that was super cute. So that is my name in Japanese. And I thought that was so cool. I loved it. So I got that as well. So that was at the pen show. But now I'm going to pick up an old whip because I've been asked so many times before I start anything new, they're telling me. And I thought, you know, okay, I'm going to work a little bit on it because it's not going to be a long stream today. I am only going to be on for another hour at most. So by 7 p.m. my time. Oh, I also picked up a couple of the Colero paints because they were a seller there. So I added another one in, which was Jungle, and I got a couple as gifts. So yeah, that's really nice as well. And I haven't swatched that one, but these are some of the colours of the Coleros. It's beautiful. So, and then they gave me this sampler one, which was cotton candy. I love them. I've been just dabbing them on. They're so nice. So yeah, I thought we'd go back to an old Whippo. And that is with, oops, 1 minute. Hold on, guys. That's it. Which is our Hannah Carlson. So, just to recap, we do have an announcement at the beginning, which was called the Colouring Checklist Challenge. And if you did want to know all about it, at the end of the stream, go back to the first 20 minutes, but allow the stream to render for a little bit. So the link is in the description, but it's also here. So hold on. Oh, Shannon's on it. I should know this by now. Shannon, I'm just gonna leave you to it because you're ahead of me. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say that in a minute, Mum, because I'm not around this Saturday. Because I'm gonna go and pick Mum's dog up. She's got a dog now, so she was looking for one after Alfie passed away, her cat. So on Saturday we're gonna go pick up. I'm gonna go with Mum. We're gonna go pick up her little Chihuahua. She's got a Chihuahua. So I thought it would be really nice for Mum because you know, I've got a Chihuahua in the family. She's 4 years old. She's a rescue from Battersea Dogs Home. And she's a little Chihuahua, a little beige one called Dolly. So we're going to go do that on Saturday. So I'll be here again on Tuesday, next Tuesday. And I'm going to be doing skin on that Nick Filbert. So we've got a couple of whips on the go. So also, if you wanted, just in case, I'll share this with you in a minute. But just remember, if you want to go back to the very beginning, colouring checklist challenge. And let the stream render for about 20 minutes. If you wanted a combination of hair in polys, I don't know if that's picking that up nice and bright for you. There we go. So that is what I did in brown. So just in case you wanted it, screenshot it. We've got brown ochre 182, raw umber 180, burnt sienna 283, walnut brown 177, and black 199. So just in case you wanted a combination, you're welcome to take that. That is the order of which I've put them in. So a base and lay down of the first, and then we do the strands building up as we go along. Bear with me. I think something's just been posted through the door. I don't know. It says it has. So I'm going to have a quick look. I think that's 2 seconds. think this one has been printed light, or if it is light, I don't know. Okay. I was just picking this up off the door. I bought this. Now, this guy is so sweet. He's from Spain. Growls Workshop. He is on Instagram, and I'm not a huge mandala person, but I wanted to see what this was like. It's very light, like line art. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm going to message him and see if it's supposed to be that light, or if the printer that they used, it was running out. Do you know what I mean? Cedric, that's it. He always like comments on everything, Nana. He's so sweet. So I bought this because if I like someone, and even if I'm not into the subject too much, even though I like it, I'll support them because I think it's worth it. That's just how I am. So I bought this, and it's called Mysterious Mandalas by Cedric Growls. Here you go. Growls Workshop. Yeah, he sends messages. He's lovely. Lovely guy. And I really like it anyway. And I thought that would be good as well with one of the challenges on the checklist. Sorry, I'm having a look. I'm just going to make sure if this is printed lightly or if it is a misprint in terms of how light the line art is. But I'll ask him first and see if that's how it's supposed to be. Anyway, there's 2 of these. So yeah, that's what came through the post. Anyway, you're going to be like, oh my God, I've not seen this in a month for Sundays. And I know. I've been terrible. So let's turn the brightness down a bit because it's going to wash it out. So we were doing this a long time ago before a lot of trouble hit YouTube. And it become a really uncomfortable place for a little bit. I ran away because I was just like, oh, I can't do this. I didn't come on YouTube for all of this. And I thought, okay, I've been asked so many times to people that were following it that they want to come back to it. I literally have not done anything else. I was going to do uploads, but I've just not had the time. I've also not had, pain's been terrible. So I've just not coloured at all. Hence why things have not happened like they used to. However, I've been also busy planning projects for the community that I thought would be fun. Anyway, backtrack. I did write everything down, if you remember. So I've got a maybe on the background that we can start in the Albrecht Dürer. And I've also written down what we use on the tentacles, what we used on the gold, and what we used on the seaweed. Yeah, it's just the weather. It's the weather. So I've been double dosing myself up with tramadol, which is not advised. People do not do that. But it's the only way that I can do like normal life, if that makes sense, and not be so miserable. So that is what I thought I'd do today, if that's okay. If it's something that you're like, I'm not too worried, then by all means pop in and out whenever you want, lovelies. Don't feel you have to stay. So we've been doing this, and she's nowhere near done. As you can see, if I bring her up, we was doing an unusual skin tone so that the skin of this is not usual. It's more like a coincides with the tentacles, and it'll all work out. Then we're going to do this really lovely gorgeous background. You want to see Mum's dog? Hold on, let me grab my phone then. Hi, Chop. Let's look. Okay, let's have a look. Battersea, dog's home. Let's go for Dolly. Hold on, let me show you Dolly. Search. Meet Dolly. Right, okay. So this is the doggy that Mummy's reserved. Hold on, let me show you. That is her. So she's reserved for Mum for Saturday. I don't know if you can, for some reason it won't take those off. So there she is with her beautiful eyes. Did you start this colour along with me? I'm so sorry. I am so behind. I know I am. But live streams, you know what it's like. And I do try to fill in those gaps with fun things. So, yeah, that's Mummy's new dog that I'm going to go and pick up on Saturday with her. So, I won't be here Saturday. I'll be doggy, you know, doggy heaven. So, yeah, she's in a dog's home. So it's nice to go get her. Okay, so I'm just thinking we're just going to do a relaxed colouring session now. I think we've had enough excitement. And Patty, if you're here, I know you haven't got the chat on. Patty, bless her, she sent this a while back. And I just want to show you, I've been doing this, has been helping me in bed. So I did this in bed the other day. These are just colour by numbers, guys. There's nothing, you know. These help on pain days. And I also did this in bed the other night where I couldn't sleep. So I've started them. So Imelda and Hector from Coco. So just to let you know, they are so helpful on days like that. So thank you so much. Anyway, let's back down. You're going to get for a ride now. So should we do a little bit more on those tentacles then? This is slower, this colouring for me, so because I'm layering. It is done with polychromos, so remember this is polys, and also the Albrecht Duras are the exact same colours and the exact same numbers. However, if you have the newer polychromos recently, you will have names that are slightly different, but the numbers are exactly the same. Okay, I think we should be back and the sound should be back. Am I correcto, Mondo? It's sometimes OBS plays up and you have to like buffer for a minute. You have to like cancel the stream and then re-enter. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, sometimes it does that. I don't know. It's at least I don't have to leave the stream now. And also, if your screens go any fuzzy and anything, just look at your settings and make sure that you haven't gone back to 144 and you can actually, you know, see. Oh. Sorry, right, okay. So for the tentacles, I use quite a variation of colours. So I'm going to just grab them. I've got a few colours that, okay. So I will get the cards. This picking stuff does take 2 minutes. I'm just going to grab them off screen. So we used cream, definitely. And then we used light flesh. Let's get them. We didn't have any yellow. The good thing is I did make a record, so at least I got that. I mean, good grief, can you imagine if I hadn't? Yeah, Michelle, just look at your settings. It might have taken you to 144. Okay, purple violet. No, it's red violet. Sometimes it does that. It's just, does back to factory settings. But, you know, usually it's easily fixed. Okay, let's get cinnamon. Right, so we went for Caput Mortem, didn't we? Caput Mortem violet. Burnt carmine, red violet. Yep, cinnamon. Yep. Okay, let's get those. I have to tick these off as I go along, otherwise I'm going to lose track. Hello, Becky. So if anyone has missed the announcement, watch the stream back at the beginning if you want to join in something quite fun. Red violet. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. I know, like, I should have got this all out beforehand, but I wasn't sure if I'd get to this point because I've only got, like, I don't know, I'll have to stay a bit longer, but I've only got like a little bit of colouring time today because I was doing all that fun stuff at the beginning. I'm so happy though that I've got that out there. Okay, so we got Caput Mortem violet. But go download your things. Go and print them off and join in. And join the crazy fun challenge that we got going. And as I said, you know, these things with my channel, they are completely free, which is brilliant. You can download them. They're accessible. They're a community project. And it is a year long. So, hurrah. Okay, light flesh, medium flesh, light flesh, medium flesh, ivory, and I think that's it. Oh, and Delft blue, ivory and Delft blue, that's it. Hey, KP, thank you, Shannon. You're so sweet. Shannon's on the ball with a link. She's like, boom, 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 and I'm like, oh, okay. Catherine, that's fine. Start from the outside. Always start from the outside. Okay, Delft blue. And then we're done, like, on getting things, because this bit takes some time. And you're like, oh my God, have you not picked them yet? Nope. I got it now. I got it now, I promise. Okay, remember, if there's anything for me, pop it in caps so I see it, but we've got them all now. Now I've got to find them in pencils. Okay. 1 second. Shannon, medium flesh, cinnamon, medium flesh, Delft, is that Delft? No. Delft. It's red violet, Caput Mortem violet. You just roll on away there. Delft, ivory, cream, ivory, cream. Just like, yeah, cinnamon, yeah, pick that up. Light flesh, autumn, red violet, burnt carmine. I think that's them all. If not, I will. I'll pick them up. Okay. Okay, I'm sorted. Would you believe it? Hi, Vin. How you been? Beep. I think I got them all. The million of colours. So we're going to go on another tentacle. I can't even remember how I did this, but it's kind of, I'll have to work it out. This is the thing when you leave a whip for so long, it's so hard to come back to because you can't remember what you did last time. I'm going to just do this long one here. I think, you know when you haven't done it in so long. Hi, Lucy. As I said, ladies and gents, if you missed anything, don't worry. You can watch the stream back at the beginning with your downloadable. I'm going to go for medium flesh first. We'll work it out. If you've already done these tentacles, then you're one step ahead of me because I can't remember how I did them. It's that long. We're using polychromos today, and polys need layers. They aren't a quick medium in terms of the lay down. You need quite a lot of lay down for a payoff. So I'm going to bring you down a little bit more. There you are. Okay, the only downside with this is it goes into the binding, this particular image, but I love the fact that it's a double page. If you do this at some point, this would also check off a few on your list. This is a mermaid, it's a double page spread. So, yep, just saying. I know, it's a beautiful page, Andrea. I just, I haven't got back to it in so long. So all I'm doing with this, I'm just starting to put some colour down, literally. I mean, the first layer always is that. It's just a matter of planning out where you're going. And as I said, it's been such a long time that I've forgotten how I laid it down the first time. But the result, I'm guessing, with the colours is going to be the same. So we'll get there. It's just planning out where I'm going now. Oh my goodness. Hi, Anne. So, yep, definitely just stick with the polys. They are one that takes some time. There you go. You're in the screen properly now. They take some time. But, yep. I'm hoping that you're really excited for a year-long's list. So I will go over it again if you want me to. Yes, you got to have a little bit of patience. You know, not everyone likes to take their time. I mean, to be fair, it's quite time-consuming. But if you do like to, I would say, and you like layering, these are a great pencil for that. So the end of the tentacle I've done pretty dark, haven't I? Yeah, so we're going with that. I'm just laying it down. The good thing is as well with the layers, you can keep layering and there's not too much of a wax bloom. There's 51 challenges and 52 depending if you have whips or not. Yeah, because some people, that's what me and Andrew said, a challenge a week. Over the course of a year, but if you work it out that way, it's not too bad. However, you can lap some over, so you're going to do more than one challenge in one picture. Yeah, or just be like Shannon. Yeah. Hi, Yashara. Okay, so as I said, for those of you coming in, there is the colouring checklist challenge. I know I'm repeating myself for those of you that have been with me from the beginning, or you're watching the stream back. Just mute me. That's my advice. Mute it, because otherwise I'm just going to be repeating myself a heck of a lot. And you have the colour cards. But for those of you that are joining, because there's many of you joining later, check out the Google Drive document, download them, join in the community project and print them off. You do not have to do all of them. You can do as many or as little as you want. It's your challenge, your personal challenge. It's your personal goal. It's not going to be the same as any other person's challenge at all. So you will have just your personal touch all over it. You can do it in any which way you want. You can use books. You can use digital colouring, You can use all. You can use PDFs, pretty much any media, anything. You can plan, you can do buddy groups, so you can do a group where you group up as, I don't know, 2 or 3 or even more people to do a challenge at a time with each other. It's entirely up to you. I've left that side blank. Okay, let's put these out so I can see them. I'm going to come in with burnt carmine. We're going to start layering up now. This is where I need that holder to stop it from rolling. Hold on. I'm just going to stop it from rolling a minute. Yep, so you can incorporate your hashtags each month with them. Hence why it's so versatile. My mouth's actually got tired for a change. Can you believe that? Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit on top. It will be as deep as those. It starts off like this. And then you can show the other colours popping through. And people say, oh, but if I layer, it takes out the first colour. It does, but it also adds, so you've got a different tone altogether. Had you put that colour down on its own, you wouldn't have the colour that you've got in front of you right now. They mix like you would with paint. Pencils mix as well, so you've got 2 colours together. It's not eliminating the first colour, it's making a new colour up as you go along. So anyone, are you participating or have you participated in any hashtags, any colour alongs this month? And are you excited for the new challenge? Oops. Okay, so just small amounts does it. I might be quiet for little periods at a time just because honestly my mouth has not stopped. My brain's been in overdrive. I've been on the computer doing and the phone doing the graphics and stuff. My brain's like shut down mode in a minute. So again, I just talk you through what I'm doing. Small, light, circular motions. With polys, the key is light and layering. If you go into heavy, it ends up that you can't really layer them because you've put quite a lot of lay down on your page already. I know, she's just on fire. So Shannon, our mod, Shannon here in chat, those of you that don't know Shannon who watch the streams back, she is a robotic colorist and can do 5 pages a day. And I mean, no lie. Okay, so I'm just going to plant on the edge of these tentacles. So yeah, just to point it out again, I am not here Saturday, not here this Saturday. And also remember the time differences, because I know you guys in the US went ahead already and lost your hour on the 8th. We haven't got that until the last Sunday of the month. So our times have not changed. So remember, you are, I think, an hour now nearer to me than you were before. So if you used to be 5 hours behind, you are now 4 hours behind until the end of the month, and then we get back to normal. Which ones have you done, Pickle? You're doing those lovely ladies. I love the head wrap queens. They're lovely. Is it Coily? Coily colouring books? The Coily Encounters? I haven't got any of their books, but you've been doing a fantastic job on those and on your skin tones. Okay, so going into the binding is pretty difficult, so just be very careful on this bit. I am going to do the underneath with some more payoff, so we're going to layer it up before we come into the middle. So I'm just going to do one of these for a minute because these can be quite slow to do. I will do the rest, I think, off camera with the tentacles, because they, you know, it's quite a lot, but we'll do another one and introduce it back. We'll do the background with the Albrecht drawers, and we've got those little we've got these to do on camera as well, all these shells and her hair, the hair colour. But I'm doing one of these tentacles at the moment just to get us back into the swing of things. Because, well, I'm behind. I haven't done her for a long time. Okay, so red violet is, no, not red violet, Caput Mortem violet is a darker tone. So we're going to come in again and start layering up. You need to have that on your screen where I'm not actually hiding it from you. So this is 263. Remember, if you have different names, that's absolutely fine. The numbers are exactly the same. I know quite a few names have changed. The flesh tones have changed names, haven't they? Is it salmon? They've named it or something now, I believe. Marcy. They're beautiful. The head wrap queens is my favourite. I think that's beautiful. Okay, so circular motion is getting it into that binding. Okay, I'm going to leave some light tone. Right, I'm going to come over here a minute before we work our way down. This needs to be a bit darker. So we'll add as well some Delft blue on the ends because that seems to highlight the depth of colour. And the purple blue really complements the salmony tones that we're using. So I'm just going in very, very lightly. Oh my gosh, you're wondering why I'm so quiet, aren't you? I don't want to bore you. But as I said, we had an exciting announcement. We done some show and tell. The colouring parts are tend to be a little bit more chilled. And that's the thing, like, I had a few comments about, you know, is there a way to... I am slow. I'm just... You know, it's my style. But if I speed myself up, I can't do it. I don't like my result. I end up in a mess. So I am quite a slow colourist. However, if you stick it out with me, I do tend to get a page done. It just takes a couple of streams. But we get there. We get there. Okay. Oops, I'm so sorry. I keep doing that. What happened? What do you mean what happened? Nothing happened. What happened? Okay. So, just going to go on the top of this for a minute. Let's bring some colour in. Yes, it might be you, honey. Just click the live. So if you ever have a frozen screen and it's not me, click live and make sure you're along with us in live. Okay, so let's go for some here. Just adding a little bit at a time. Let's get ourselves back into doing this because we've missed it and we've done, this is an old whip. And there are a few people who are doing this one. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit more of a deep tone there, just on the very top. Now, with regards to this part, I am going to add a little bit coming down this way. So just a tiny amount. how did you cope with the PDF stream? I'd love to know the results of the sales. I am on the platforms as the exact same name. So Colour and Chat with Sammy. I am the same name. You'll find me around. Okay, so a little bit here. We've got to do those little gems as well. They're like, I don't know what I wanted. Maybe green, like little emeralds. Yeah, maybe. Or we could do them in another colour altogether, like pinks. I'm not sure yet. Okay, let me just bring you up. Now let's come in with some lighter tones. So we're going to get cinnamon. And this is going to be introduced sort of all over, but as we come into the middle we have to lighten the colour, so we're going to use light flash into those. The more you layer, the higher sort of your colour payoff tends to get, so it's always worth going in again with them. Lucy, do spill the beans. Spill the beans, girl. Tell me, what did you end up liking the most? Shannon did as well. There's no shame in it. There's no shame in the PDF game. You're allowed to buy. And we've got all this stuff where we have to stay at home at the moment. So you might as well bunker down. We've been preparing. We said this earlier. We've been preparing for this coronavirus for what seems like 4 years now. So we've been hoarding colouring supplies, and now we know why. We've got an excuse. We've been preparing for this moment. We're set. We just need to get the food in, and we are set. We've been hoarding and hoarding and hoarding all these years, and you know, our partners are wondering, you don't need that. Why do you need that? That's like that other one. That's no different. And you're like, oh, but it is. It's another person. So we've been preparing for a moment like an apocalypse where we've had to stay at home for our whole colouring lives. And the moment has come. It's scary times out there. So let's just bunker down now. And, you know, have fun with our supplies and add to them even more. And the good thing is with PDFs, you don't even have to go out and buy the book. You can just print it off at home. So the PDF stream come in time, really, didn't it? Oh, do you know, I was going to start the stream off today with a toilet roll. And I'd written on it, gold dust. And then I thought, no, because some people might not find the funny in that, so I didn't. Although I would have, but it's not everyone's humour. But I'd written on one part of the toilet roll, gold dust. So, and then I threw it away, and I thought, I better not. Because it is like gold dust right now. Why is everyone buying toilet paper like their life depends on it? All from a comment. It doesn't give you the back end problem, this coronavirus. Yes, you need tissue, but you don't blow your nose so much on toilet tissue. You have Kleenex or packs of tissues. And my grocery shop did not include any of the things that I needed. So, Andrew's dad, bless his heart, found 2 packs today in a shop. And he literally bought them for us. It's crazy. Seriously. And in Australia, did you see those ladies in the aisles? It was on the news. They're literally fighting over toilet tissues in the middle of the supermarket. A full-on fist fight. All because some women had a trolley full and there was no other toilet rolls left on the shelves. And I totally get that. You know, they should limit them then. They should say, right, okay, only 2 per person. Because then at least everyone gets dibs. Hi, Sue. Yes, it is time to boost it. So we need to be boosting up on vitamins and vitamin C and herbal medicines, not toilet rolls. I mean, toilet rolls are not going to do much for us, are they? I know. It's hilarious. I mean, I went to the pound shop with mum and they had them in there, so I got a couple, but those things are like tracing paper. Yeah, I couldn't get any hand sanitizer. I couldn't get any wipes, although I've got some wipes indoors, but I needed some more because Andrew needs them for his taxi. So, because he's dealing with the public, he needs to be a bit more careful. He's got a terrible immune system. He's susceptible to pretty much everything, bless his heart. He catches whatever is going. So he has to be super careful because his immune system is as weak as they come. So, with that being said, he needed some stuff for the taxi, especially some Dettol and some sanitizers and some wipes and stuff. You can't get that stuff anywhere. Oh, that's hilarious, Nana. That's hilarious. It's sad though, you know, elders are susceptible to this kind of thing and people who have got underlying illnesses. So it is encouraged for them to stay home. I totally get that. But what happens to those of us who, you know, self-employed, or if you've got to go out, or you know, your kids, people with children are sent home from school and now they've got to stay off work. There's just, it's crazy. It's absolutely crackers. And the media have a lot to blame, but then I think there's a cover up. Why is it flared to a nationwide issue when the governments are now, you know, really getting involved? The FTSE's gone down. Everything has gone to absolute shambles. Is there something underlying that we don't know? Which is my feeling, is that there's something going on deeper than what we know. I think, just my conspiracy theory, and don't get mad at me, it's just my opinion and my thoughts. Is this a kind of terrorist thing that was released and that's what they're trying to cover up? What is so bad that this has become one of the biggest scaremonger issues that we've had in so many years? Exactly. They are closing down entire. Look at Italy. I mean, they've got a lot of people, but then they've got a higher elder community as well, because they look after their elders. I don't understand why this has become the mass problem, worldwide issue, bad for business. It's really bad. Yeah, but then, you know, there's people that have got underlying stuff that they don't know. I don't know. It's so, everyone that coughs, you look at them like they're made, you know, that they're wrong and you need to be a million miles away from them. And it's madness. It's so hard to figure this one out, isn't it? And, you know, London tubes, you're in close proximity to people. And then buses, they're empty at the moment. You know, public transport, people don't want to travel with that. It's killing businesses. No, they don't tell us the whole truth. No, they don't. And that's what I always say. We don't know the true thing, what's going on. We know what's released. They don't want to scare you, so they release a certain amount of information. Because look what this has done so far. Yeah. Lozzie, you're going to be someone that you should have a big X on them, just in case. Like, say, don't come near me, because you're susceptible already, because you've got a cold. So stay away from people. Anyone that coughs near you, run a mile. Yeah, it's a crazy time. It's an eerie atmosphere out there. There's nobody out there. It's a total eerie feeling. Everyone's on high alert. People with anxiety are worrying so much because they're uncertain. They don't know what's happening. Take care, Vin. That's okay. Take care. I'll speak to you soon. And that goes for anyone that this part might be a bit boring for them. That's absolutely fine. As I say, streams are there to come in and out of. And it's also regarding life. You know, you've got life to do first. These are always going to be here to pop in and out of whenever you please. Yeah, because they're on high alert. That's the thing. If you do cough or sneeze at the moment, they're going to think automatically, oh my gosh, she's got the coronavirus. It's crazy. Just take a toilet roll and give them one, and there you go. There's a truce. Andrew's dad came this morning, and he took out 2 packs of toilet roll for us. And he said, I've come bearing gold. And I was like, oh, wicked. And then he got out the toilet roll, and I was like, it really is gold. Oh my gosh, can that stay in one place? It really is gold at the moment. I was like, did you have to fight for it? And he was laughing. I was like, did you fight anyone in the aisles? It's like, no, Sam. It's like, oh, what a shame. I know, it's worldwide. And people saying, is it the same where you are? And I'm like, it's the same everywhere. It is the same everywhere. And those masks are pointless as well. You know, they might protect you from a little bit of airborne stuff, but you're still going to touch surfaces. And to be honest, it lives on surfaces anyway. It doesn't die. It doesn't do anything when it meets and has contact with a surface. So are you not touching anything? Of course you are. It's yeah. It's the topic, obviously, it's everywhere. But just to put into perspective, let me show you something. Right, this puts it into perspective for you. Fact. These were the statistics that were on the news. Seasonal flu, 35.5 million cases, 34,200 deaths, 136 child deaths. Coronavirus, this is based on estimates. 400 plus cases, 21 deaths and 0 child deaths. I mean, it's a scaremongering tactic, this media stuff, which makes me then believe there's something that we do not know. This is where I'm thinking, hi Lisa. So we're just talking about the world's problems right now with the coronavirus. It is a big topic. I am more than willing to talk about it in stream. It's fine. It is happening everywhere. People are worried. People are uncertain. It's an uncertain time for people. I know. It puts it into perspective. So then it makes you think, what is being hidden? Because why is it gone to the proportion that it's gone to so quickly? It's just, there's got to be another explanation, in my opinion. Throw it at, you know, yeah, it wasn't this year. You wait for the statistics for 2020. You wait for the stats. But then, you know, they reckon, don't they, it was from bats or people eating bats. Is that right? I read that somewhere. And they also said that the coronavirus doesn't like heat and won't live with heat. And I'm thinking, well, that's not true, because in Australia they've got it. And you guys are in your summer, aren't you? Or like summer, autumn. So you got warm weather. What's your temperature over there in Australia? I'm going to bring you down just so you can see. Otherwise, there's going to be... There you go. So I'm just as you can see, you're mixing and overlapping colours. We're going to put a high content now of Delft Blue. In this. So we're going to stick Delft Blue in those little suckers. And we've got to start on hair colour soon, but we might do that on the next instalment of this. So I won't do any more because we've done them on 2 streams before, where I did these suckers and I also did the leaves and the face. So we're going to work a little bit more on that, but we then need to do the shells, the background and her hair colour. So I've given, if you go back on the streams for this particular image, we've got it all on stream. I've not done anything in my free time. You've also got the gold combination and you've also got everything to do with the face. And that's still like our summer, Leslie, those temperatures, 28 degrees Celsius. So you've got nice weather in comparison to like here, which is 9 most, and like in the evening we have about 4. I mean, it's getting warmer, but you know, once the outbreak, it was pretty cold. So, you know, it's fair to say that here it might thrive because we're not anywhere near warm temperatures just yet. But for those of you that are in warmer countries, I don't understand it. Yeah, I know it's conspiracy theories and we've all got them and some people don't believe in them. I do. I think this one is a cover up of something because I don't know. It's just me. I just think so. I mean, this is so extreme. For the other like swine flus and other flus that we've had breakouts of, we haven't had this extreme measure that they seem to be doing right now. This has just gone really extreme. Okay, I'm just going to put some here. I'm just putting a small amount. Sorry, I'm just in the minute just focusing on the layer of this particular colour. And also tin stuff. You know, we went to the supermarket and there was no tuna. There was no nothing. There was no corn on the cobs. There was no tinned mushrooms. There was no tinned. It's just like, well, what are we living on then? Everyone's panic buying. You know, what about those of us that aren't panic buying but just want our regular shop? Yeah, I saw that, Leslie. I saw that. He put it up that Tom Hanks and his wife Rita had contracted the coronavirus. But see, they're being treated, they've got the money, haven't they, as well? You know, some of us haven't. Some of us are just not in that league. Okay. Very quickly, going to go back to some medium flesh, and then I'll add in cream and blend together with ivory on this bottom section. I think it's come out like the others. Okay, where are we? Medium flesh. So 131. So I'm just going to circle some of this in. And it just needs like a bit of a pink lay down, which will show through. Sorry, you know, sometimes you can't get your words to function with your brain. Yep, that happened. I'm going to watch Emily's stream back whilst we do dinner, because I'm curious to the Joanna Basford colourable notebooks. You know, we did the pre-orders the other day. That stream where we did the PDFs, pre-orders, etc. And I showed you that the Joanna Basford colourable notebooks, the Land, Sea and Sky, was it? Or Land, Sea and something. They were on the 10th of March. Well, they are out, and Emily Illustrator has them, and I believe she showed them on her last stream. So I want to go and have a nosy. Has anyone bought them? Did anyone buy any of the pre-order any of the pre-orders at the time? Some of them are actually released. The other one that was released was the new Grimm Fairy Tales Legacy. That was on the 10th as well. So there is quite a few. Yes, pasta, pickle pasta. They had no pasta or pasta sauce. I was like, come on. This is crazy. There needs to be some sort of rationing going on, because honestly, we need to eat. What am I eating? Tin beans? Or cupboard stuff, and there's lots of kidney beans. Kelly, they are my first love in a pencil, so I'd say definitely one that I would recommend. I used to use these all the time. Okay, I'm putting in cream into my light spot. So if I bring you down, you can you see all those colours? They're mixing together. So we will deepen it up a little bit. Now, also the suckers will have some at the bottom, but we've got to put some cinnamon in them. And I am going to go and grab a cup of tea, and I am going to stay with you. I'm going to take a painkiller, and I'll be back, if that's okay. If you want to stick with me for a bit, because we'll do some on those shells at the top. Whoopsie. I'll stay another half an hour or an hour. It depends on when Andrew's home. If Andrew gets home to walk Chip by 8, then I can stay till 8. Okay. Oops, I'm off screen. Thank you. Shannon knows. She just got them. They are beautiful. Did you hear the pencil snap? Okay, let me... Yeah, if you've got lots... I mean, we've got cases in our area. It's scary, you know? It's not a nice time. It's an eerie time, I'm going to say. It's an eerie and uncertain time for everybody. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit. And then we're going to get one more colour, so just deepen that colour a little. And then we've actually got a tentacle that looks like the same as the others. So it's not bad. I kind of managed to replicate what we've done before, because I had the same colours anyway. And hurrah for writing things down, Sam, because I actually wrote everything down that I've used, and I've actually wrote what we can do for the background, which is a maybe. Right, focus. Come on. Is it going to focus? 1 minute. There we go. Took a minute. Took a minute. Okay, so just as well to talk to you about something that is coming in the summer. Well, I thought it'd be fun. I'm going to launch the quarterly colouring club. Now, I was going to do this before I did the prompt list, but then I decided the prompt list and the colouring checklist challenge would be fun for getting out of the winter blues. So, I introduced that first, and then this summer, I'm going to introduce the quarterly colouring club. And all that's going to be is a bunch of fun over quarterly periods. And it's going to be all the community. So again, not channel related, not stream related. And this is why I'm doing these things. I wanted to strip it back to just about the community. So there's going to be prizes for the winners. There's going to be themes. there's going to be a group where you can post all your entries, which will be one per person, obviously, because otherwise it gets confusing. And it will roll on every quarter. So we're going to have fun with that too. So we've got quite a lot coming up, which is going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I love things like that. Okay, we're going to get burnt carmine, and then I'm going to make tea. And then we're going to quickly just do some of those shells. Okay. Burnt carmine. Now this one, I'm going to put some of it into our little, don't forget we've got to do the suckers. This is like a nice, I love this colour so much. This really deepens. It's just so much fun. As you can tell, I've got a massive passion for this hobby, and nothing makes me feel better than to bring fun, genuinely. And I know, as cheesy as that sounds, it really is like my aim. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared off for a bit because there was so much going on negative wise, and people get this opinion of you, and it just was, you know, nonsense. And I thought, no, we're going to go back to the community. I'm not doing all this rubbish. So that, oh my gosh, my pencils want to snap on me. So that is what we're going to do. No thank yous ever needed, I've told you that. That is why we're all here, right? We gather because we have a passion, and that is exactly why we're here. Oops. Aww. I say that about you guys. You make my heart happy. Okay, so I'm quite liking that. I think that's come out pretty good. Let's lift up. Right, where's that gone? It's gone like skew-if, and it keeps unfocusing. Oh, it keeps doing that. Alright, come on, Mr. Logitech. There we go. So it has gone the exact same, hasn't it? I'm quite happy with that. I'm like, alright, no foul. We did it. We did it. Oh, that's what I love about this hobby. It's just like we're all around the world, and we've united with one thing, and it is the hobby. You know, you've found friends all around the world. Oh, Anne, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much. Bless you. But yes, thank you so much for that. You're so funny. Colouring Prime Minister. Thank you so much. Okay, that is the document that you need to put in your folders. Hold on. Right, bear with me. We're going to come back and do some up here, which is going to be this section here. Just these shells, and we're going to try and keep it within like a really, really nice sort of palette, but I want them in beiges and stuff. We're going to have to write these down, aren't we? So bear with me. We're going to stay for another, I'm going to say half an hour. We'll start them. Probably take all that time trying to pick the colours, isn't it? Let's face it, I take forever. Okay, so let's put our tea and colour in, pickle sign. And let's put our be right back, which I will be. Munchkin, did you just take a pencil into your bed? I saw that. Did you take a pencil in your bed? What one did you take? Caput Mortem, you little monkey. Did you take Caput Mortem in your bed? Shit. Are you colouring now that I don't know? You little munchkin. Mummy's just making a tea. Okay, I'm back. I took my phone with me in case I was missing out, and I clearly was. Lozzie's telling on you, Shannon. There's no getting away with anything. Okay. Let me take that off. I had some peanuts and they got stuck in my teeth. I hate that. Like, you're trying to munch them down and they just get stuck in every part of your teeth. You know that was sweet corn as well. They're two foods, aren't they, that do that. Okay. You guys crack me up. If you watch this back and you don't open the chat, I highly recommend you do. It's amusing. Okay. Let's plan. So for the top, which is just some light seashells, I think they are. So these parts here. So we've done and we've covered the rest of it in colour terms. So anyone that was doing these, you're just going to follow those for the tentacles alone. So we've covered them. We've done them quite a lot. So next up, I want to focus on these shells, and we have to do the colour of the hair as well. Again, I'll do long, short and a middle kind of strand, so that you just, again, follow, you know, follow along, and then you can do the rest in your own time because it's just following the same pattern. So I'm thinking for the seashells, like the ochre tones and like sanguines and Naples types of colours, maybe with some, I'm just having a look, maybe with some pinky tones in them as well. I'm just going to grab a load of colours out. Like maybe get some middle, the light magenta, green gold is a good one. Just having a look. So I'm thinking along, sort of, I'm not doing all these, but sort of these tones, you know, like the green golds, the ochres, the Naples yellows. I'll put them there like a bunch of pencils and we can have a look. Hi, Gaza dude. What's your name, Gary? Usually Gaza is Gary. Yeah, they won't take long to get used to it. And as I said to someone the other day, you know, if you are new and you're feeling a bit intimidated because you feel people have already formed friendships, there's always room for more. You don't have to like know everybody at first because they're going to welcome you with open arms. They're not for a minute going to reject. They're going to be like, hey, we got room for many more. Okay, so let's go to our colours. So I was thinking along the lines of like Naples yellows. Let's go for this, like again Venetian reds, brown ochres, is that brown ochre? Yep. We can add hints of like dark flesh in there, the light magenta, the burnt ochres, these types. Like you only add a hint of these are like your hinty ones, but these really nice ochre tones, sort of that kind. All right, so let's go for, first off, let's grab ourselves Naples yellow. So remember, it takes me a little minute to find my colours. They usually are usually round down the back. Yeah, there they are. They're around this Naples yellow. Okay, and a nice sharp pencil. Oh my gosh, you ladies are too much. You're so funny. Okay, down you come. for a ride. So we got Naples Yellow. As I said, these, I'm not sure if they're a different name in your new sets, but the numbers will still be the same. So definitely check out your sets. So I'm just putting a light touch for now, and I'm leaving a section of each. Let me come down even more. I'm leaving a section of each one white because that will be a shiny little bit. And the same with the top. I'm going to leave that, like, there's an area sort of there that I'm going to leave white. Just adding a hint. And I'm going to come up to this one as well. So we'll do a few. Now, that won't be the middle. That's going to be, because imagine like the light source is coming like here, here, here. That's going to be like the side of it. So let's leave that side white. Amazon or singles, I use Colt pens for the singles if you want to buy singles. I buy them on Amazon though. Full sets was on Amazon. So my full big sets are on Amazon. But I use Colt pens for my singles all the time. Green gold. Okay, yeah, look out for offers. They often go on sale, don't they? Often. I think Andrew's going to be in a minute. So Chip might go off barking his head off. Did you hear it? He'd taken a pencil in his bed. Found one. Okay, so I'm going to start layering in a little bit darker. Now this part will be like that. The furthest part will have the darkest. Okay, same applies for this one. Use the Naples Yellow that you've based as the middle colour. So if I go back to that one that I just used, for instance, you can kind of buff that out at the edges so it's nice and light in the middle. And again, let's go with the green gold and just keep repeating. I'm going to go for that side as well. So just adding a little bit in. I know, he's so funny. He did, he chose Cap at Mortem. I was like, what? Where did you get that from, you little munchkin? Okay, I'm going to go for Venetian red. I hope it's in this part. If it's not, I'll have to find it. This is the section. I hate trying to find stuff. Let me find if I can see it. Hold on, guys. So sorry. This is the bit I absolutely hate trying to find. Dark red, scarlet red. We need Venetian. Where on earth did I put that? I'm just going to show you this one instead of a card. So this is Venetian red, which is 190. Hold on. Okay, maybe that'll do it this time. It doesn't want to pick it up. Anyway, Venetian red. I can't be doing that. It's going to drive me insane. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of it into this yellow colour and into these little parts. want to hint of it into those lighter sections so you can actually see it. So it's going to come like into the very light. Can you see that? Into these lightest areas here. Just a hint of it. So you're still going to keep that nice big white space. But I'm going to layer in this really nice sort of tone. And then again, I'm going to do it into all of these ones that I've chose to be this yellowy colour is going to have it. As is the top. I'll have to have a look. It's just the one that I can't find, and I'm not going to spend half an hour because we've only got another sort of 15 minutes of this stream. As I said, I'll be back on Tuesday and we'll do the tribal girl skin. So I'm going to be working on this page for one more stream on the following Saturday, and I'm going to be working on Tuesday on our Nick Filbert girl and with her skin tone. So it's going to be pans, I think, as a base and working with prismas on top. So we've got a few things on the go. Okay, so we're going to bring that. There we go. Hey Anna. Anna's got her prompt list already. I gave it to her this morning. Well, this afternoon. I sent it to first looks was Shannon and Christina and Laura and Desiree. I gave her as well, but I don't think she's seen it yet. And then Anna and Lou. I think it was only fair Mod's got a look in, and then I knew everyone else would be here. There's nothing wrong with that, Lozzie. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Praise that basket. Praise that basket. That basket is like, yeah, you're just preparing for that time that we might be on lockdown. It's fine. Oh, praise it. It's amazing. Burnt ochre. I do love my little splurges when I manage to do them. It make me happy. And I don't even care. Thanks, Shannon. So that's the link for our challenge. Shannon just randomly keeps sticking it in there for us so that we don't forget it, which is amazing. Oh, Debbie. Oh, bless your heart. You don't have to do that. Ladies, honestly, I'm so grateful and thankful. That is so sweet. Aww. So nice. Thank you. Okay, I'm getting round very slowly to I hope. It's taken me a while because of the back, but I'm working my way through people slowly. I've sent off a few packages, got a few packages this week. But it's crazy. In the post office the other day, I spent 40 odd pounds, and then I've got another 40 odd to do today. So that helps so much towards postage. So thank you so much. Okay, so we've got burnt ochre next, which is very much the tone that we got underneath, but I'm going to put some pinks in with this and mix, and you're going to go, what? Yes, pinks. So I'm just going to add like a hint of pink on these ones. Okay. Oh, you're so funny. Treat yourselves. I always say that. Go treat yourself. Don't ever feel bad about it. I saw a message in a Facebook colouring group the other day. It was a post saying that this. I get where she was coming from, but it made people feel really bad, and other people commented, and it gets so controversial, the topic, doesn't it? But they were talking about colouring supplies and how why does everyone have to buy so many things? You know, all they do is have dollar store books, I think she was saying, and some really cheap pencils and a cheap pack of markers. And she said, you know, it's so unnecessary. How can you all afford them? And people were saying, well, you know, people go to work, they can spend their money on what they want, which is true. And it just caused this big argument in this group. I think it was a Jade Summer group. So it made me think about it, and I was like, no one should ever feel guilty. And I know that she meant that you don't need the stuff, which is fine, and everyone's got that right to have an opinion. Everyone's got the right to have an opinion about everything. It's your right, it's a free country. But I don't like it when people make others feel bad for having stuff that they can't afford, because it doesn't matter. If someone wants to do a budget-friendly book, do a budget-friendly book. If someone wants to buy a $50 book, buy a $50 book. Everyone's different, and everyone should have the right to colour and use and buy whatever they want. And it was a big topic, and I think Jade Summers actually kept it up. I'm going to go for Dark Flesh. And Andrew's just coming in. And it just made me laugh, because there's me and like you now buying second copies of Serene, which is classed as an expensive book. You know, some of us have got 2 copies of that. Some people have 3 copies. There is nothing wrong with that. Just buy and be proud and shout it out from the rooftops. Okay, I really like that. Can you see? It's going in with the pinks. It's starting to cause a nice little like shine. Yes, exactly. It can be anyway. Hello.
Hello. Hi YouTube. It feels like Saturday.
Is it really quiet out?
No, usually when I come home on Saturday.
Oh yeah, because I'm not usually this late. Yeah, I know. He's got to go out. Can you do me a favour and help me out with that? Because I'm nearly done. I announced, you know, I was doing that all this morning, the checklist, and I showed you. Yeah, I showed that today, so that's been released. I know I said it's April, but yeah, got it out there early. So, and then I was telling everyone about my other quarterly colouring club thing that I was telling you about that I had in mind. As I said, my brain does not stop whizzing. We was laying in bed last night and I was like, oh, I need to do this. And then I was sitting there putting loads of things in a list on my phone. And then, yeah, he was laying next to me. What were you watching? I don't even know. I can't remember. Taken, that's it. Taken 2. He's laying there watching Taken 2, and I'm sitting there on my phone putting all these like prompts on my phone for everyone. And I'm like, oh look, I thought of another one.
And even when she sleeps,
no, I don't.
She actually sleep talks colouring stuff.
No, I don't.
So she says like,
oh my
Karen
gosh.
Dash and
oh, you're remembering?
What's the other woman?
I don't know. What is the other one?
Serene.
Oh, that's my book.
And colour combinations, colour charts.
Oh, you're getting there. You know the score.
Yeah. Prismas.
Yeah, you're right on that. But no, I don't talk in my sleep.
She does.
I
she
don't.
talks.
I don't.
And then when it's a nightmare, she's like screaming, "My Copics, where are they?"
No, I don't.
Someone's robbed my Copics.
That would be a nightmare. But no, I don't. Oh my gosh.
Well, the Holbeins in their presentation display case, they've gone.
They haven't got a bloody presentation box. That's the expensive set. No, they're in a pencil case. Yeah. Oh gosh.
That's what life with living with Sam is.
Yeah. Colouring. How would you know? I don't. I asked him before. I don't talk in my sleep, I promise you. Light magenta. I'm going to put that into these yellows. My Copics have been robbed. No, I really don't. That's so funny. That would be a nightmare, to be fair. Oh, gosh. Aww. Right, I quite like them with the pink. I think that's nice. So I'm just adding a little bit. What are you having for dinner? Sorry, everyone, I just need to ask. Are you going to have that chili con carne? Okay, so I don't have to cook. I already done that. Perfect. There we go. I know. That would be like a total nightmare, wouldn't it? Okay, so with the other ones, I think we're going to go for a bit more of a maybe a brown ochre and cream. Yeah, let's do that. Where is brown ochre? There it is. There it is. Okay, so we've got brown ochre. So we're going to go for that on some of these. So let's go. I'm going to press down a bit harder so it looks like they are a different colour. I'm going to put some dots on these and give them some texture, because you know sometimes you got those little seashells that are round and they've got like dots going up them. Okay, because we've got to come, they've got some there as well. Okay, and then we're going to go for cream. So that is definitely in my little part here. What are you guys stocking up on? Okay, so let's go for that on these before we deepen any colour. Chip, you're overexcited, little man. Okay. And then I think I'm going to add, what am I going to add? I'm going to come back to my brown ochre. I'm just going to go around the edges and just deepen the lay down of that. So I mean by layering with these. What would be a cool idea is going down with dots. I think I'll add a little bit of dark red actually. That would be cool. Hello Hannah, how are you? Hannah, are you interested in joining us on a challenge for a year? Oh, Serene. Are you stocking up on Serene? You got everyone buying it now, Lozzie. Who's an enabler? Enabler alert. Okay, we need dark red, which is going to be somewhere. It'll be somewhere. Somewhere in here. I found the other one. Okay. Maybe, actually, let's do... I can't find it. Okay. Oops. We're going to go for dark red. If it will focus. It doesn't like to focus on a dark colour with gold writing. It doesn't like to do it. It doesn't like to pick it up. See? It's just horrible. It doesn't like it. Anyway, it's dark red and it's 225. It hates it. Oh, I'm throwing pencils away now. This is how Chip picks up on it. So I'm at that. It hates focusing. It's the gold writing. It throws it off. Okay. So those ones are going to be the same. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go for dark red also on these large ones as a base. And let's just put this in here. So we've got these nice big ones. He's such a wally, Andrew. Bless him. Okay. Then I think I'm going to bring in light magenta. Just on these first. We'll add some yellow in. Let's lighten this up a little bit. I need to plan our hair colour. I think it's going to be a nice deep rich brown. We might actually go for that brown that I showed you earlier. That would be nice, like this one. I've got it already worked out. This one. This would go really nice, wouldn't it, against, let me show you. That would go so nice against these. How nice will that be? So against all those nice rich carmines and cinnamons, this deep rich brown will go perfectly, and then it will go against a nice turquoise background, which will be with Albrecht Dürer's. Although I'm going to add some of my ink in, but you don't have to do that. But I want to just try it because it will give it a shimmer. But that will look really nice against it, so I think we're going to do that. So if you wanted that combination again, if you've come in late, it's brown ochre, raw umber, burnt sienna, walnut brown and black, and I'll do the numbers. So that's 182, 180, 283, 177 and 199. And all I've put on the notes is base with brown ochre entirely. Take care, Leslie. Have a good day at work. Strokes and flicks in other colours. So colours are noted in order. I have put them in the order of which I laid them down, and that's the final result. So it has a shine on it. You can see all those rich colours in there, and it looks like a piece of hair. So that's always a good sign when it looks like hair after. So yeah, I think we're going to use that. So that's already worked out for us as well. Okay, sorry about that. So we're just coming to this pinky one here, but we're going to add yellows in it. So we're just on light magenta. And I'll go through the colouring thing at the end for those of you that have joined late. So I will be finishing in a minute, but if you stick with me, I will go through the colouring checklist one more time, just so you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise I sound, oh no, look. Otherwise I sound really, really bizarre at this moment. You're wondering what have I missed? Well, I'll let you know. Okay, so I'm adding Naples yellow. Okay. Yeah, he's got to go out. Okay, just gonna burn ochre. Let's add a little bit in here. Thank you so much. Hi, Connie. Don't be sorry. I was lurking in your stream earlier because I was lurking and doing. So that, never apologise. How's Raggy? How's little one? Okay. And Connie will be, I think Connie will be on board. Don't you guys? You think Connie will be on board? She's going to be like, yay. Okay, I really like those colours actually together. They've come along quite nice. And then in with that, let's get our green gold, which is a little bit more. which is a little bit more deeper, and it is really like a golden tone. So let's put that in there. Oh, I'm sending lots of healing wishes to your little tiny baby. Bless him. It's not nice when they're not well. It's horrible. You just want to take it for them, don't you? You'll take the extra pain any day than see them in pain. I really like that. So I think I'm going to do that same combination, which was dark red, light magenta, Naples yellow. I need to write this one down. Naples yellow, and then I added a bit of cream, didn't I? So that's that one. I think I'll do those on a few of those big ones, and continue that on a couple. And these small ones will all be in that sort of same colour. I think it would be silly to keep fiddling around. Now, as regards to her face, I quite like the colours that we've got so far. They are the colours that I've got on the tentacles. I don't want to change that. However, I am going to just heighten some of the colours now, just to add in a little bit of shading. So just before I go, let's bring you up a little. I'll go, hold on, let's bring into focus. Okay, so I've just got, thank you, I've just got my cinnamon, which is going to smooth this out a tad more. All that's going to be in golds, so I'm not going to worry if I go over that with colour, because it will just, yeah, it will be with a nice metallic gold. The cinnamon's just going to heighten some of this colour, because as I said, we didn't get all of it done before. Lots happened, so we're back now. There is a nose there, so we're just going to try and make sure that there's an indication that we have a nose rather than just being planted there for no reason. So we're just going to add a bit more cinnamon into that. It's the same with coming down here as well, because there isn't a line there to indicate it, is there? So, and it's the same with regarding her cheeks. Now I've sort of put my own cheek indication of like that's where her cheek ends, so we're going to do it on both sides, but we're just, it's already there, it's just that I needed to come in a little bit more. Now cinnamon's the best colour to do this in, I believe. You do it too light, you won't see it. You do it too dark, it'll be too drastic. So we've gone for the middle ground in this combination, which is cinnamon. Now we might add a little bit more of just a deeper colour into these parts to indicate there is a nose. And again, I'm just going to deepen some of that up because it needs it. That's okay, look away. I know the streams can get quite lengthy and you have life to do. Okay. So I wanted her with lots of purples and red, like those deep sort of carmine red types of colours into this. So we've got Caput Morton Violet, we've got Delft Blue, cinnamons, flesh colours, pinky colours. So she's not, it's an unusual skin tone. So I'm just layering, and the good thing is when you lay, you do deepen up the colours rather than having it flat. Now, very quickly, I'm going to stick some burnt carmine in there as well. Is it that one? Yeah. So we've already got the Delft Blue. You can add this on. It's got a slight red tone to it. Is that in your screens? Yeah. So you're just reworking stuff that you've already got down. It's the same with her lips. I'm just going to rework some of that. It's good to have a break sometimes, because when you come back to things, even like your whips that you've abandoned for so long, like this one, sometimes you can come back and see things that you would do and add differently, and you can always add on top. He's coming along. He's slow. I haven't done masses, KP. I was telling everyone I've been in such a slump, and I haven't been able to sit at the table for long periods of time other than my streams, because my streams take it out of me. Take care, Kelly. But that's the weather. So I'm just doing bits slowly as and when I can. I only picked up a pencil again yesterday. What about you guys? What are you doing? Working on things? Are you going to start planning? You're going to get a little notebook for your colouring checklist and start jotting down ideas. Yeah, I have whips and it takes me a while to do them, but I'm okay with that. Sometimes I go back to things, sometimes I pick something up, sometimes I'll do like yesterday I was sitting there practicing hair. Just so many things pop in my mind, and then I have channel related stuff and I think I'd rather focus on that for a bit, or I don't know. I get different things. I wish I had the ability to just sit for hours and hours, but I don't. She took it out of you, KP. Your Game of Thrones beauty. She looked hard work. You put so much effort. She was beautiful, but you could see how much effort you put into that. You're all coloured out for a minute, right? Okay, so we're going to put some of this into here. That's why I don't do completed pages like every month, because I don't do them. Okay, that's added a little bit more dimension to her face, which is nice. A bit deeper. Because don't forget, when you add a deeper, darker thing, like her hair is going to be this colour. 1 minute. Her hair's going to be this colour. It's going to detract how deep her face is anyway. So it will take away some of that, you know, depth, because it hides it a little bit. And I've always said that when you add the hair to anything, the skin always seems to tone down a huge amount. So when we add this colour into her, it's going to really change it up. Okay, so we've done the tentacle, so I've showed you again to just refresh our memories how I did those. If you want to go back and see the colours, I'll tell you them though. For the leaves, seaweed, I'll put it as, it was 167, 181, you can screenshot this if you want to, 170, 173 and 263. And then the gold was 185, 176, 199 and 182. And then these were the tentacles, so 131, 263, 132, 103, 194, 102, 141, 189 and 193. And then I haven't done this yet, but I've put a maybe background down there. So they're your colours if you really wanted them. And we've refreshed that, so we've added some dimension, we've worked out the seashell colours, so the bigger ones are going to be these colours, the smaller ones are going to be those colours, and then next time we'll do her hair, but we obviously won't, and her background. Does that sound good? So then the image is more or less done. So everything that I have done on her has literally been over streams, so you'll find them if you go back on my playlist. you'll see it's in the thumbnail. You'll know exactly which picture she is because she's in the thumbnail. Okay, those of you that join late, very briefly before I go, do you want me to go over the colouring checklist? Because I'm happy to do that, but I won't go into lengthy detail. I'll just show you very quickly, and then I'm going to go because Andrew's home from work. It's my pleasure. Would you like me thumbs up if you want me to quickly just run over it in the smallest amount of detail, because then you can watch the beginning back if you want the lengthy. Okay, let me quickly go through it. Okay, let me move this and I'll go through it very, very quickly with you. Okay, that's fine. I'll quickly do it. Okay, so I have come up with a community project. Oh, blimey. I'm getting things everywhere. Let me move this back out a little bit. Oh, it is called the Colouring Checklist Challenge. Okay. So if you've seen this part, by all means, you can say, I've listened to this. I don't want to listen again. If you want to stay, we're going to go through it one more time. Oh, why didn't I remember? Are you all still here? Do you want me to do a giveaway today or Tuesday? Did people stay? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. Do you know what? I'll do it on Tuesday. I feel really bad now. It's right beside me. I feel really bad. I've got a giveaway for you right beside me, but I think people have already left. Let me do it at the beginning of next stream because there's only 30 people and 58, and there was more here, and I feel really, really bad because they would have left. And then there's me blabbering away. Let me do it on Tuesday. Tuesday, remind me. Shannon, Christina, you set alarms for me. Remind me. Yes, some of you are, Carolyn, but some people left because they don't want to listen to this part again. I do it Tuesday, so people know. I will do it. I'll come on at 4. I'll do it 5 o'clock on Tuesday. I'll write a post-it note to myself. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. Anyway, let me do this one more time, and then I will say ta-ra. So I came up with a community challenge. Yeah, because you can put it on your little alarm. I'm terrible, Mum. See, my mind's been everywhere else. Okay, so if you missed this, I'm going to go through it very, very briefly. I've come up with a community project called the Colouring Checklist Challenge. And what this is a community project, and it says the Colouring Checklist Challenge. So it starts this spring. It runs from April 2020 to April 2021. And then it says, introducing the checklist you definitely want to be a part of. The most essential tool you'll want this April. I know, I'm doing the sales tactics. It's definitely a fun challenge. Check them off as you go along. Maybe you'll want to scrapbook a visual diary of each point and make it even more fun. Maybe you'll want to make a folder up, include your list and your finishes if they are PDF or removable, or you can take pictures of them. It's your personal challenge. No two will be the same, and that's the best part. So digital PDFs and books are all valid. So what this is a checklist of different challenges, and they can be doubled up, tripled up, quadrupled up. It doesn't matter. So this is page 1. So you've got, and I'll go through them. Colour a page and add an embellishment or stick in like washi tape, stickers, gems. It doesn't matter, any embellishment. It only has to include one. Colour a page with no shading, just straight colouring. Colour a colour by number page. Colour a page and include a stencil in it. You could be something small on the actual image or the background, doesn't matter. Colour a page on tone paper. Colour a page with a mermaid. colour a page using only pastels. So that can be pan pastels, pencil pastels, chalk, oil, doesn't matter. Black and white pencils are allowed for the highlights and the lowlights. Colour a page with homes, inside decor or buildings, both of them applicable. Colour a double page spread. Colour a page following a tutorial, either using a tutorial book or an online tutorial like Chris Cheng or anything, it doesn't matter. Colour a page with a buddy, so buddy up on something online or at home if you've got your kids that do it with you, or like some of you have your minis do it, pickle. Colour a page that your partner or a family member picks. Colour a page based on a book, TV or film, i.e. Wizard of Oz, Harry Potter, Jane Austen, Alice in Wonderland, Supernatural, Buffy. There's all books out there with them all. Colour a page picked blindfolded. What that means is flick the pages whilst your eyes are shut. In a chosen book, you must colour the one that you stop on whilst your eyes are covered. Whatever that one is, that is the one you're stuck with. No cheating. Don't skip it. Colour a postcard or a pocket size page. Next. Colour a page by a female artist. Colour a page by a male artist. Colour a fear. So a book or a picture that scares you. It might be a certain book that intimidates you, or it might be scary in the image like a horror picture. Whatever your fear is. Colour something that makes you immensely happy, very happy, smiles. Colour a page with food. And I've put in brackets, has to be the main feature with more than or at least half of the page being food related illustrations. Colour a wild animal. Colour a page with 5 colours only. So white and black are always allowed for highlights and lowlights. They do not apply because you can use those. Colour these elements. So you've got earth, water, fire and space. You have to colour all. You can do 2 in 1. You can do, if you had like earth and fire somehow, it's entirely up to you. Or space with earth, whatever you say. Colour a mythical creature. Colour a patterned page, i.e. a mandala, Zen patterns, mosaic patterns, wallpaper pages. And then I've put in brackets, you know those unwanted wallpaper pages that never get coloured in your books? They're perfect. Colour something that reminds you of your childhood. Colour a page from one of your first 5 colouring books that got you into the hobby. So go right on back to your first few, pick one. Colour a culture. Okay, one more page, guys, I promise you. Don't forget you can quadruple and triple and however many you learn to tick off in one picture is going to be your best way to do this. Colour a new to you artist. So whatever the time is you go to that point, say a new artist, I'm just giving you an example. At that moment, Monya Gates was new to you. You'd colour something from her. Colour a page from your favourite book. Colour a page from an abandoned book. Colour a household pet. Colour an unusual skin tone, like we're doing today. Colour a page upside down. That's funny. Colour a page using only one colour. You can only pick one colour and you've got to use that. Colour a page with bugs. Colour a page by an artist beginning with the letter, and as you see in the screen, I've chosen M. Colour a page you divide down the middle into 2. One of those sides is grayscaled. You have to grayscale it. The other side is going to be in colour. Connie, honestly, you can do as many as you want, or you can include, you'll see, you can tick off 5 in one go. Colour the title "This Belongs To" page. Colour a page with text on, i.e. Inky Ivy, the Ink House. But if you've got the title page of "This Belongs To," you're ticking off colour a page with text on too. So you can add them together. Colour a page with water media only. See, again, you could colour a title page which has got text, and you could do that in water media. So you've ticked off those 3 in a row. colour a page from the last book you purchased, so the newest in your collection at the time of doing this particular point on your checklist. Colour a heavily grayscaled page. Colour a colouring book or a magazine cover that's colourable, like i.e. the Colouring Heaven magazine front. Colour a bokeh background. Colour a page of blooms and flowers. Colour a page representing a season. Colour fashion and clothing. Colour a page from one of your largest size books. So that could be a poster book. Colour a set of wings like bugs, butterflies, fairies, whatever has wings. And then I've put this as an optional one. For those of us who have whips, so it's optional as not everybody has a whip, colour a page you have as a whip. Line this point off if this one does not apply to you. Okay, so as you can see, there's quite a lot, but how you can do this where it's nice and easy is going to be the key. So you can double up pages. Tick off more than one if you include more than one challenge in your page, i.e. you have coloured a page with a wild animal is 1 tick. In a book by a male artist is 2 ticks, and you've added an embellishment. Automatically you've covered and ticked off 3 points on your yearly challenge. Take care, Seashell. Or you've budded up on a page, which is 1 tick. By an artist beginning with the letter M is the 2nd tick, which happens to have the water on, which is 3 ticks. You've chosen 5 colours as your palette and you've used water media. That's 5 you've used on one page. It's easily done. So that's 5 ticks on your checklist as one single page that you're doing. Or you can choose to only do 1 challenge per page and make this an impressive scavenger checklist. It's a bit like a scavenger hunt. We're challenging ourselves with a colouring checklist challenged. Are you up for the challenge? If you are, use the hashtag on Instagram. List the points you've covered on your posted pictures. So you're posting the picture up, what you've done. List in that picture what you've ticked off. Have fun, a great year, challenge ahead, Sammy. So that is what I've done. Now, don't be daunted, Connie. This is what I'm saying. There's so many you can tick off on one go. Becky, I know. So, don't be doomed and don't be daunted and don't feel that you're gonna, not do it before you've done it. It's not as hard as you think. It's actually, I think, going to be easier than what we think. So it is a challenge. You've got a whole year. We can hashtag it all over social media. You can share it with any colouring buddy that you have. The file that you are being given in the chat now by Shannon, and I've also linked it in my description, is shareable and it's downloadable and it's printable. So you can share it all over as much as you want. I will not be posting officially until April on my stuff, and don't use old pictures. Some people are going to put an old picture that they did way before, and I'm like, no, that does not apply. This is a challenge, but there's no pressure. You don't have to complete it all. You can just use the prompt list and use a few. It's entirely up to you. You don't have to do the whole thing. I'll be intrigued to see who does finish it. But if you don't, it's fine. It's just there for fun. You can join. You don't have to join. You can do 2 or 3 prompts on it. You can do 6 prompts. You can do 8 prompts and then give up. It's totally up to you. It was just a fun project that I had in mind last night, and I thought, why not? And the good thing is, as I said, it's not part of subscriptions. It's not part of Patreon or anything like that. It's just part of the community that can be used if you want to. But yeah, you can tick off as many as you want. Yeah, new pictures are only applied, not old pictures. It doesn't work like that. You tick them off as you do them. You don't tick them off as you've done them in the past. So that is today's stream, and bless your hearts, Debbie, and thank you, Anne, for your super chats. You really did not have to do that. That was so sweet. But that is all I've got for today. As I said, I'll be I'm not here Saturday, so I'll be back next week, and I'll do Shannon and Christina won't let me forget about the giveaway next time. I had so much to get off my brain. I think I'm forgiven. It is a lot of work, but it's easily doable, and that's the thing. That's what I thought about. A lot of these I can double up, triple up, quadruple up, whatever up, 7 up. Yeah, Shannon's going to have it done quicker than anyone else. I can see it. But yeah, they're fun. People do readathons. It's a colour-a-thon in terms of a prompt list, I suppose. No, thank you. I have had such a good time today. But I am going to love you, leave you. The hubby, not hubby, is home. As I call him, hubby, not hubby. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Thank you for super chats, lovelies, and thank you for your company as always. We've been here for 3 hours, and you never fail to amaze me that you spend all that time with me out of your days. So thank you ever so much. I'm going to write these colours down while I'm fresh in my mind on our seashells as well. So take care, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.